This is a memory I wish I could forget. Halloween night, 2009. The year my friends and I knocked on a door that didn't exist the next day. Before we start, make sure you subscribe, like, and comment where you're watching from. Because after this story, you might never look at your own street the same way again. I was 12 years old. Old enough to stop believing in monsters. But not old enough to recognize one when it opened the door. It was me, my best friend Daniel, his little sister Lily, and our neighbor Marcus. Every Halloween, our neighborhood came alive, lights, pumpkins, kids running door to door, parents drinking hot cider by the sidewalk. Our block, Oak Ridge Lane, was quiet the rest of the year. Small houses, maple trees, the kind of place people forget exists. We knew every porch by heart, the Jeffersons with their fake cobwebs, old Mrs. Klein who always gave out toothbrushes, and the Bakers who went way overboard with decorations. That night though, Daniel had a plan, to hit the rich side 3 blocks down, where the houses were bigger and the candy was premium. Our parents didn't come with us that year. First time we were trusted to go alone. We were so proud of our freedom that we didn't realize we just crossed a boundary we shouldn't have. We went up and down every street, filling our bags till they bulged. But around 8:30, the air shifted. The laughter faded. The sky looked heavier, darker than it should have. We turned onto Marble Drive. Daniel stopped. This street wasn't here last year, was it? He wasn't wrong. The road looked older, cracked pavement, dry leaves piled in corners, the kind of quiet that hums in your ears. But there were houses. Small ones, narrow, all lined up tight with orange lights flickering in the windows. Lily pointed to the middle house, number 19. It had the brightest porch light of them all. A carved pumpkin grinned by the steps, candles still burning inside. A perfect target. We ran up, laughing, rang the bell, ding-dong. For a moment, nothing. Then the porch light flickered, and the door opened. A woman stood there. At least, I think it was a woman. Her face was pale and powdery, like flour. She wore a faded black dress and a shawl that looked like it belonged in another century. She smiled, slow and tired. "Trick or treat," we said. Her voice came out like a whisper stretched too long. "Oh, I do love visitors." She handed each of us a piece of candy, old-fashioned toffees, wrapped in yellowed paper. The smell hit me first, sweet, but off. Like something that had sat too long in a closed room. Then Lily spoke. "Ma'am, your house looks weird." The woman tilted her head. "It's only here once a year, dear." We laughed, thinking it was part of the act. But her face didn't move. Not even a smirk. She just blinked slow and said, "Be careful walking home. The street forgets who belongs here after midnight." That's when the porch light died. And when it came back on, she was gone. The door was still open. We ran. Didn't even say anything, just pure, silent panic. When we reached Oak Ridge again, everything looked normal. Cars, lights, parents chatting. Daniel tried to laugh it off, but none of us touched the candy she gave. The next day after school, we went back. There was no Marble Drive. Where the road had been was a strip of woods, fenced off with a "no trespassing" sign. No street lamps. No houses. Nothing. I told my mom, but she said there's never been a Marble Drive in our neighborhood. We even checked the town map online. It didn't exist. Daniel's sister started having nightmares that week. She said the woman kept calling her name through the window. 2 weeks later, Daniel's family moved away. I opened my pillowcase to throw out the old candy before they left. But the toffee was gone. In its place was a small, torn scrap of paper, with my name written in a child's handwriting. Years later, I drove through that part of town again. The houses all looked smaller. But when I stopped at the edge of Oak Ridge, I saw it. A new street sign had been put up. Fresh paint. Black letters on white metal. Marble Drive. And standing at the end of it, just beyond the first mailbox, was a single house with a porch light flickering in the dark. "Be careful walking home," The street forgets who belongs here.